Hello friends, welcome to the increment series of RBWM. In increment series, we cover all the subjects: PPB, Indian economy, RBWM, AFS, accounts, right? So all the subjects are covered. We cover all the numericals, objective questions, case studies related to the topics. So watch it completely, like the video, subscribe to the channel, click on the bell icon. See, it's available freely on the channel. Subscribe to it. Very important numericals. Those are repeated in the exams, constantly repeated. Today I'll be covering investment management. I'll be covering one important numerical. Very important numerical. It's constantly asked, as well as some theory questions. Okay? So watch it completely, everyone. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Mr. A deposited 10,000 in the bank at the beginning of every year for 5 years at 9%. The maturity amount is, now understand, the question is for the beginning of every year. Now beginning means what? Kindly understand, there are two types of annuities. Two types. Okay, annuities are of two types. I'll write it over here. Annuity. They are of two types. Okay, beginning, which are paid at the beginning of the year, and second is end, period, not year, period. This is called as annuity due, and this is called as ordinary annuity. Okay, understand the difference. Whenever you pay at the beginning, it is always annuity due. Whenever you pay at the end, it's always ordinary annuity. Simple. RD, recurring deposit, RD, it's always due. RD is always annuity due, means it will always be at the beginning of the year, of any period, month also. Every month we pay RD, so that will be at the beginning of the period. And EMI is always at the end. EMI you pay after the month. RD you pay before the month starts. So this is given as beginning, means what? What will happen over here? See, this is year 1. This is 5th year. Okay, year 1 and 5th year. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So at the beginning of the year I am investing, deposited 10,000 at the beginning of each year. So here I am investing 10,000, 10k. This is for 1. Here I am investing 10k again. Okay, so similarly I am going on investing 3, 4 and 5. Here I am stopping. After this I don't invest. So this is 10, 10, 10. Okay, 10,000 each. So I am stopping at this part. Here I am not investing anything. This is beginning. So this is called as annuity due. When you have a due, what is the formula for the future value? See, what do you want? The maturity amount. Means you want a future value. What is the future value? Future value for annuity equals to F equals to C into 1 plus R raised to N minus 1 the whole upon R. This is for ordinary annuity. Ordinary. But here it is due. So when you have annuity due, multiply this answer with 1 plus R. Multiply this answer with 1 plus R. Never forget this formula. This formula is for due. Just multiply with 1 plus R. It becomes, this formula is for ordinary. Just multiply with 1 plus R. It becomes annuity due. Now what is given? C is what? Every year what I invest. This is C. What is R? This is R. What is N? This is N. 5 years is N. R is 9%. C is what I invest and F is what I want. So solve it. Start solving. So that is equal to, C is what? 10,000. I'll just write 10k now. 10k into, now look at this. 1 plus R raised to N. So it is 1 plus, what is R? 9%. 0.09. Okay? Raised to N. See, percent is always to be brought in form of points. 9% means 9 divided by 100. So it is 0.09. and n is what? 5 minus 1 upon r. R is 0.09. Now solve this. How to solve this? 1.09 raised to 5. See, this will become what? This full, you can write it 10k into 1.09 raised to 5 minus 1 upon 0.09. Now what will the answer? What will be the answer for this? 1.09 raised to 5. How to do this? For doing this, what you have to do? 1.09 on your calci, normal calci, into equal to 4 times. 4 times. See, whatever is asked, 1 times less. So you'll have to do it like this. 1.09 into, then press into, then equal to 4 times. Okay, do it everyone. Try it yourself. Do it everyone. What is the answer you are getting? I'll also try this. Yeah. See, 1.09, 1.0.09 into equal to 4 times, right? What is the answer you are getting? You want 5, na? Yeah. So 4 times. So I am getting this answer as 1.538. What are you getting? 1.538 I am getting. 1.538. So it is, I'll write it over here, 10k into 1.538, okay, minus 1 upon, this is same, 0.09. This is not changing, okay. So do it now. So this becomes 0.538, or you can take it 0.54 also. 538 is nothing. So take it 0.54. So it becomes 10k into 0.54. See, 1.534 means 1.54 minus 1. So 0.54 divided by 0.09. Now divide this. 9 6 are 54. Right? 9 6 are 54. So 6 into 10. Okay, 10,000 into 6. Right? So this becomes what? 9 6 are 54. So 60,000. 60,000. So the maturity amount of this will be 60,000. Got it, everyone? The maturity amount will be 60,000. Got it clear? Now similar problem you will see in the next. Next problem is similar but slight difference. Now see the difference. Year beginning of every year. Now look at the second problem. Mr. A deposited 10,000 in the bank at the beginning of every half year for 5 years at 9%. Only one thing is changed every half year. So what happens now? If you take half year, what happens? Immediately things change. How do they change? This R becomes R. I'll write it over here now. This R becomes 9% divided by 2. Half year. Here, if it is quarterly, then divided by 4. If it is half yearly, divided by 2. So it is 4.5%. So that is equal to 0.045. Okay? R equals to 0.045. And what about N but? N will be double. See, the number by which you divide R, same number you multiply to N. So N equals to 5 into 2. That is equal to 10. So remember this, whenever you divide whenever you have half yearly, divide by 2, multiply by 2. Whenever you have quarterly, divide by 4, multiply by 4. Formula remains the same. Now see this, again beginning only, so it is annuity due only. Now solve this. So F equals to, now see the answer will change. F equals to, C is what? 10,000. 10,000 into 1 plus R. 1 plus, what is R? 0.045 raised to N. What is N? See this everyone. Are you getting this? This is 1 plus R raised to N. What is N? N is 10. So 10 over here. Minus 1 upon R. Again, R is what? 0.045. So solve this now. Do it again. See. Into equal to 10 times, no, 9 times now. Okay, because 1 less. So it will be 9 times. 9 times. Okay. Do it like this. 1.09, then into, then equal to 9 times. Do it everyone. Try it. So it is, let me also try. So 1.045 into equal to 9 times. Because we want 10. So answer I am getting is, what I am getting the answer? I am getting the answer as 1.55. Only 2 digits I will take, 1.55. Take only 2 digits. Don't take the remaining digits. Okay? So solve it now. So that is equal to 10,000 into 1.55 minus 1. So it is 0.55. The whole upon 0.045. Solve this. Solve it everyone. So this answer I am getting it as 12. This answer I am getting it as 12 roughly. 12.28. So take it 12.3. Chalo, 12.3. Take this 12.3. So this answer I am getting it as 12.3 into 10,000. So 10,000 into 10K into 12.3. So that is equal to 12,300. Right? This is the answer I am getting. 12,300. Okay? See the difference. Earlier answer you got it 6,000 because it was deposited once in a year. Here I am depositing 2 times every half year. Okay? So I am getting higher amount. Got it everyone? Are you getting the same answer? Getting this? Here I was getting 60,000, isn't it? And here I am depositing not 12,000. Here multiplication is different. So 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So 1,23,000. Oh, this customer will beat me if I give him 12,300, right? 10,000 I am investing every half year and this is 12.3. So multiply it, you will get it as 1,23,000, not 12,300. Okay? So I will be getting 1,23,000. Okay, got it? So this is how you will be solving the numerical. Got it everyone? Move on. Let's move on to the next. Next is theory. The models used for processing of retail loans applications are standalone and centralized, standalone and standby, centralized and standby, hybrid and standalone. Be sure this question will be there in the exam. Okay? Because in banks there are only 2 models followed. In banks there are only 2 models followed. Which are those? Models for loans. Okay? There are only 2 models. One, standalone. Standalone. Okay? And second is centralized. Centralized. This is also called as CPU. CPU. Okay. What is the difference between standalone and CPU? In standalone model, everything is done by the branch. Loan application, loan visits, means visits which we do, processing, sanction, disbursement, monitoring, everything is done by the bank, means branch. In CPU, branch acts like a courier person. It collects the documents, gives it to the CPU. CPU does all these remaining parts. Means collection is done by the branch, but remaining part, visits, processing. Now visits depend on bank to bank. Sometimes the CPU tells the branches to do the visit. Depends on bank to bank. The ideal situation is CPU will do all the visits. So visit, processing, sanctioning, disbursement. These 4 parts are done by the CPU. Then monitoring is done by the branch later. So this is the basic difference. So standalone and CPU, centralized model, this is the right answer. The models followed in banks for retail loan applications are centralized and standalone. Even for account opening now, see, forget this loans. Even for account opening, we follow the same model. CPU model is followed for account opening also nowadays. Okay? Which of the following is correct formula for calculating interest rate spread? Spread means what? Spread's other name for this is NII, net interest income. Some books write it NIM also, but NIM is different. Okay? NIM is NII upon this assets, that is NIM. So what is the formula for calculating the spread? Average interest rate received on deposit minus average interest rate paid on loans. Average interest rate received on securities and loans minus average interest rate paid on deposits and borrowings. Average interest rate paid on liabilities minus average interest rate received on loans. Net interest income into average interest rate. How do you find out the spread over here? How do you find out spread? Spread is basically your loans and securities received. See, on loans you will always receive the interest because you are giving the loan, so you will receive the interest. On deposits you will always pay the interest. So the answer will be second one. Received on securities and loans minus average interest rate paid on deposits and borrowing. Okay? So this will be the answer. Read this. The dash is the income left over after all expenses, including taxes, interest have been paid. So what is the interest income left? Gross profit, operating profit, non-operating profit and net profit. So what is it left? It is, yes. See this. The leftover answer is net profit, because kindly note EBITDA, then subtract this depreciation and amortization. Then you get EBIT, that is also called as operating profit. From here subtract the interest and taxes, and then you'll get NPAT, net profit after tax. So the final answer over here is NPAT, net profit after tax. Okay? Remember this, net profit after tax. Now what do we do with this net profit after tax? This net profit after tax, you give it either as a dividend or you keep it as reserves and surplus. Anything. Both of them are allowed. You either give it as a dividend or keep it as a reserves and surplus, or do the combination. Some part as this dividend, some part as R&S. Okay? Okay? So now, before going everyone, the new batches of JAIIB are just starting, okay? Starting on C, this is for C, J batch is over here. Officers batch 2.0. Join this ASAP. On 23rd January it's starting. Means it's a full batch, detailed batch. Join it ASAP. Use the code Y432 to get best discounts. Discount 79% plus 1% extra by downloading the app. 80% discount you are getting. It's huge. So join it ASAP. Okay? The code is to be put like this. See, put the code Y432. Y432. Click on apply. Look at it. 79% discount. So use it. Join it ASAP. All the numericals, objective questions, case studies, ebooks, mock test. Mock tests are same as that of your exam. Full length mock test. Chapter wise also there. So join it ASAP. Okay? Bye.